in session, we bout to school y'all. We a big deal, you with the big dog. Click, clack. I'm coming. Get out the way. I'm coming right for you. I grind big and I grind hard. I put the work in, no time card. Lace them up, yeah, lace them up. And if they sleepin', we about to go and wake them up. Get out the way. Get out the way. Get out the way. I'm coming right for you. One look at me and show you that I'm real. I do the work, turn your turf to a battlefield. Click, clack. Click, clack. Click, clack.
Okay, welcome back. It's been a couple of weeks probably since I did my last train recording, so I've decided to do another one. This is the brand new Birmingham Cross City Cross, something like that, route. Well, it's Birmingham. This is brand new. This came out last Thursday. I've had it a few days now. I got it on release day. Decided to have a waz with it. I've only probably been on a couple of journeys, and so far, yeah, I'm impressed. A few positives and negatives, but I can discuss those as we get going. So this is one of the shorter runs of an hour. Most of it between an hour and 15, hour and a half runs. So we're going to go Bromsgrove to Four Oaks. Just a little teaser, just to get to see it. I quite like it. How many times I've tried to record this so far, but this time hopefully we can get it done and dusted. I don't do polished ones, but I do like ones that actually have an ending to them. But we'll give it a go and we'll talk things through on the way there. Train's different to set up slightly. GSR works on the train now, which is good if you like to see more things turned on. So we'll give it a go. We'll set the train up, we'll get going and see how we get on. Okay, GSR's over here, switch that on. I'll just turn that one on and then we can kill that noise. Everything's on. Make sure they're on. Don't need that one. We'll get the doors open, get the passengers on. Have a quick look outside. So, oh, here we go again. I did this last time. On the first run, for some reason, you cannot move from this position. Don't know why. So, let me try with this one. Do that. Can I move? Ah, now I can move. Right. Weird. So this is the train. It's is it West Midlands or something? Yeah, West Midlands Railway. What I do like is you're always stacked with passengers. So the train is pretty full. Do you like that? That is a massive improvement, major improvement. I do think it looks really, really good. I do like it, so I opened those doors. That's better. Thought I opened them, but obviously didn't. I'll stop moaning. Still got a few seconds or so. The train has a slight pause before it takes off as well. So let's get those doors shut now. It's a nice looking train. I do like it. And let's make our move. Always starting gear 3 normally, so to get us started. So there's 6 miles to Longbridge, so should be interesting. It's quite a nippy train as well. It's quite quick. Brakes are good on it. Although I've overshot a couple of times. but that was purely because I wasn't paying attention. I think they've done a real good job on this one. This was when it came out, it was delayed 2 days, so not sure what had gone on, but they'd found a few issues they wanted to look at before they would release it. So, which is fair dues. So I'd prefer it to be right and not right at all. So it was only a couple of days delayed. Like I said, I do love the route. The route is fantastic. Do like it. It does follow along the Train Sim World route, so you know it's another UK route. It's a plus sign. The only negative I can give this game is the price. Where normally they've been $24.99 for a game, this is £30 for this game because it comes under the TS3 banner. So that's obviously going to be the new price. It's gone up a £5. All good and well, but for that extra £5 I expect to see a far more polished end result. If I've got to pay more, I want more. So you know, as good as route as it is, there's still a lot of glitching going on, still a lot of dropout. So I've spent £5 more for the same issues, really. They reckon they're addressing them, but I don't know. I would say not at present. Stick that one so I can keep an eye on that counter as well. In certain areas, it just seems to load up badly on your frame rate. So let's see how we go. But on the price, 30 quid, a lot of money. In these times where people are actually being a bit more frugal with their money, I think it's asking a bit, and it will price some people out from buying new DLCs. All I can say is, for me, I bought this one because I was inquisitive to find out what it had done with the first one, so I just wanted to see if it was going to be any better or not. I'd say it's on level par, really. There you go, it's just glitched. So that hasn't improved. I expect a bit more bang for my buck. Yeah, so some people are going to be priced out of it. Considering the base game is actually the same price as the DLC, which doesn't make sense, but the way it is, I suppose. I guess people got to make money somehow. I can buy 3 ETS downloads for 30 quid, so probably if I get cash them at the right time I can get them cheaper. But so my priorities would be probably cheaper DLCs. So in essence, this means it's going to be a smaller train set, let's put it that way. So my collection will be a lot smaller than it would be. If I see one that I really like, then I'll probably buy it, but other than that I probably won't. And I'll also want to go and review them first before actually jumping in. Whereas before, $24.99 was quite expensive, but I'd buy them willingly just to, I've never played it, I'll just buy it and see how I get on. Not anymore, not at this price. This price I've got to like the DLC I'm buying. So, and Dovetail and Steam, they do not do a try before you buy, so you should do free demos, especially at that price. So there's lots of things they can do which might change me. If I was to demo one, had it 24 hours for free, decided I liked it, I'll buy it. If I didn't like it, won't buy it. They don't tend to want to do that. They do on some games, not on. Yeah, I'd rather go out and spend my money on ETS stuff, if in all honesty. Okay, looks like we're going to get shut down pretty quickly here. Got red just before the station, so I'm going to slow now because I don't want to mess this up badly. Just my nag is basically the price. I just think they sort of like overpriced it. It's a one-off I bought this. You know, if I wasn't so inquisitive to find out exactly what's going on, I wouldn't have probably bothered. I just wanted to see what the first one's going to be like. See if they're actually improvement on what they've done in the past. I do think it's a really, really good route. I think they've done a good job on the artwork and everything like that. But, you know, they're asking people to shell a lot more money out. So, you know, everybody's going to be the same. They're going to want, their expectation is going to be, I pay more, I want more. Which is a fair comment. Okay, we're back to green. Let's not push it too hard. I'll say it's a niggle, it's a nag, it's... I guess you pays your money, makes your choice, but... I did think that was going to happen when they brought Transim World out. It was a way of increasing prices. I know they haven't increased their prices for quite some time, 5 years and that, but... I think right now with events in the last few days of budget and stuff, I think they may have cut their own throats slightly. Eventually they will. It might not necessarily be straight away, but as time goes on, as the budget bites, let's say, money gets tighter, luxuries like DLCs will probably be one of the things that you can quite easily do without. Depends, I guess, if you want to drive a train or eat, but yeah. I know it's a £5, but a £5's quite a lot of money nowadays. So we're at the station. Like I say, it's always full of people. So we're at Longbridge. Looks pretty good. Yep, it's really quick to get the people on board as well for some reason. I'm going to shut those doors. Let's just get it on that one because it's easier. Okay, as you notice, there's a slight pause before the train starts. So actually, I've started. No, I thought I started early. Yeah, there's a slight pause before the train takes off. That's just the traction going. And then we'll just get the train going and she's on her way. The timetable is from 2019, pre-COVID, because apparently it did change. You get that. It's a very modern train as well, so that's just gone red. Yeah, it's a very modern train as well. I think that it was electrified back in 2017, 2018, around that time. So it was brought into the new age, let's say. Now, you do have to be careful with these notches. People I've seen said that it's so easy to put this into an emergency brake and not even realise. I've done that a few times, so it is noticeable there. It seems to be getting a little bit foggy up here, so getting the braking sorted out is going to take a little while. That always does when you start with new trains. Takes you a while to figure it out. Obviously the weather's going to change. Not bad, so I'll just load the passengers. They're loading in really fast, strangely enough. So we got... Am I behind time or what? Yeah, no, I'm bang on. I've just got 2 minutes to wait, so got a little bit of a wait here. As you can see, you got ramps, you got plenty on here. Haven't collected any collectibles as of yet. Northfield, so I could actually have a quick look inside as well at the system they're using inside. If I can, no, it's not letting me go that way. Maybe let me go this way. So you got this lovely system here. This will scroll through. This is a good problem scrolling up. So something else and something else and something else. It's not actually allowing me through there. So, it will say other stuff. So that's the inside basically. There are little collectibles. There's little bears you can collect, but I think you put a t-shirt or something on here if you find them. And I think there's little donkeys or something, and obviously your normal, your root boards and everything else. So, yeah. So it's nicely put together. I do like the scenery. The scenery looks really good. Grass looks good. Let's put into that one. Not had too many issues with the DLC itself. It's me yakking away and I forgot to close the doors and get ready to go. If you come off the break too early, you get your little error messages, your warning messages. Okay, so off we go again. Let's see a nice angle of this coming past, hopefully. So Kings Norton. GSM still going, yeah. Yeah, the train itself I do love. I think the train's really, really nice. Good sounds. This door does actually seal when it closes. So you hear a click, so it's sealed in for better noise protection. And she's glitching like a good one. I've had to set my settings a little bit lower as well because see if it helps with the glitching, but it really doesn't seem to make any difference at all. Personally, I've seen it in other people's games as well, so I know it's not the PC. PC's pretty powerful, so I know there isn't an issue with that. I think if I was to rate the route itself, it'd be a 10, that's for sure. Even with the little minor bits and bobs, I'd still give it a 10 because I just think the route is really nice. I'd say it's on level par with London Commute, easily.
Safety announcement. It is not permitted to cycle, skateboard or rollerblade within the station building.
Okay, so yeah, it's just telling us that it's Kings Norton, and it is. And we're going to drop behind time by the looks of it. Oh, the fan here does work, by the way. This does work. I mean, it's but I can gather after a while that might get a little bit annoying. So Bourneville, so we are going to Bourneville, the home of Cadbury. And you'll notice that the station is painted in Bourneville colours. In Cadbury colours, I should say. And there are Cadbury boxes on the station to be found. And a cat, and the Cadbury cat is down there as well. So, yeah. I do love the track, the way it's done. I like the overheads. It's probably the best I think I've seen. Get rid of the glitching. Yeah, absolutely perfect download. Okay, I've come in too hot on this one, that's for sure. Right, pulled that back a bit. Okay, this is Bourneville. A little bit early here, so should we go? Right. Yeah, I'm not really sure where the cat is. Do love that bag, that looks really good actually, I've done a good job on that. I didn't know there's a cat that sits somewhere down here. Down one of these pathways if I could get down. I'm not going to get a chance to. What I will do on another recording, I'll actually stop off there, do a free run and just get off of that station and have a look around. You can do that by going on foot, which I haven't done yet. Like I say, I've just run it for a few days, and a couple of days. I've had very little experience with it so far, so I don't really know the route that well. But what I have seen, it's been really good. I'm not sure I thought Bourneville Cadbury factory was over here, big white building. Maybe it's behind the station. I think the day I actually downloaded this DLC, I actually had my pro mods for ETS2 come through as well. ETS had updated their entire software to 1.46 and 1.45, which meant you couldn't use pro mods 2.6.2. So went off to promods.net, had a look, see when they were due out. It was to be announced, wasn't sure. I was having to play ETS2 basic. A couple of days of sulking, probably a week of sulking actually, because yeah, it does have a detrimental effect on the game when you're playing with on the base game rather than when you're got the pro mods in. Pro mods are just make the game more realistic, more involved. So I was so happy because I was actually playing this while downloading the pro mods, strangely enough, which was really important. Can't play ETS without pro mods. So Selly Oak. Aha, that's one of those little donkeys. So It'll bleep a bit. It's just always open the damn window. Oh, there you go, planter. In before train gets up. That were lucky. Timed that just perfectly. Okay. And you get the warning is because I've gone past the brake. Okay, brake. Now we'll go up to 3. I wouldn't be surprised if it don't rain soon. So the university platform, so the University of Birmingham. A little bit closer and I can brake. We brake a little bit harder than I want to, but so this is the university station. Yeah. Very nice indeed. I guess that's the university over there. So very nice station. Obviously doing some building work. I think it's still under construction, I think. So it's a lovely route. I do enjoy it. Like I say, it's probably up there with London Commute and South Eastern. It scores slightly higher than London Commute, purely in the fact of the amount of passengers you go on this one. In London Commute, if there was more passengers on the train, it'd be more believable. That's the only thing. Some of those trains are so empty. It just needs more just more passengers in the trains. The only other thing I think would make the game a little bit more better would be the in-carriage announcements as well. So, although you've got the PI system in there, if you've got the announcements as well, it would make the game just a little bit more. And the glitching is really bad around this area, so there's quite a build up on this bit. Some PCs having to work really hard to keep the whole game together. So let's stop now. Yeah, quite pleased with this. I think, yeah, I would, if someone asked me would I recommend this to them, is it really worth it? Yeah, I think it's worth buying, it's worth having. So, and he's overcooked it, looks it. Yeah, I'd say it's worth having, for sure. It's certainly fun, let's put it that way. Oh, we got the one on the nose. I was surprised. I thought I was shot that one. It's just getting used to how quick this passenger thing loads up. So got a little bit on this one. So we caught up some time. You got all the sounds. You got the braking and the arcing going on. The stations look quite good as well. Actually, look quite nice. A lot of detail, a lot of people around. One would assume. I'm just going to close those doors. Yeah, still people on the train. Still quite full. Oh, aha! There's the teddy bear we were talking about. A bit late for that now. But we will go for him. Come on! Up. I want to get him fast. Oh. Actually, he's already been got, so. Okay, that actually sat me down. Right, okay, let's go. So we're going to come into a very slow part. This is what I do like about the route. There's so many different things that you have to do. Different speeds, different tunnels. You've got it's all in here. Makes the route intriguing. Yeah, you can slip those notches really quickly. So not far from Birmingham New Street platform. Yeah, easy to slip that notch. Hopefully they might address that in the next update, I guess. I'm sure someone will put a complaint in. Look at this first track, loads of tracks. You're never sure which one you're going to go down there. So why has he caught that again? So yeah, that is so easy to do. This is the main Birmingham hub, I guess. So it gave me a bad score there, but I thought I was pretty much close there. So there's a little bit of a wait here, 2 minutes. You can see quite a big up on that one. If you do it on the PC version, hit 8, you can move around a lot more freely than you can on the other one. So yeah, it's a big station. Lovely escalator. We can get up there. Yeah, we can. Very nice. Yeah, quite nice. This has been rather sweet. Hidden in here somewhere will obviously be a few treasures to find. If I go on foot, I'll try and get to here. Then, if you do the on foot thing, you can just sit around a station and play around a station for ages. You don't necessarily have to drop in on a train that's waiting to go. You can. Sometimes I'll make sure I'm down there half hour before I'm going to catch a train I want to catch or drive or take command of, and then have a wander around the station, pick up all the bits and bobs I need, and just have a wander and just see what happens. Sometimes it's nice to do that. Become a passenger, sit on a train, go for a drive, let someone else do the driving. It's always nice to do. I do like the flange sound. Yeah, that slipped again. Such a powerful little train, you can easily overshoot. Lovely horn on it, I must admit. Does sound good. So you have to be a little bit careful when you grab all those horns while you do. Yeah, quite powerful. The overheads, I do like the overheads though. Electricals, that looks really good. Done a good job on that. I refuse to take the graphics down any more than what they are. It's just not worth playing if you go to that extreme. So yeah, it's glitchy. bridge here. Okay, that'll do. Get those passenger door open, I should say. Slurring the words. I think it was drunk. Okay, so Duddeston. Look like we've got a long way here. That's obviously us going. Ashton platform. This thing is a bit like a rocket. Lucky the red is after the station. $4.99, not bad. So yes, I do like the route purely because of all the differences you get, all the different mixes and everything that goes on. So all information boards and stuff. Do a good job of it that way. Cool. And there you go, I've hit the emergency. I'll see what they mean. So easy to do. So we're switching over to Gravely Hill platform. So that should be nice to see. Oh, yeah. The problem is when you play these games, you do start yawning. Therapeutic effect, of course. Not boredom, therapeutic. slipped to 4 too quick. I went 3 and slipped to 4. Little gripes, things you can live with. Responds quite well when you put it into the extra gears. It's a bit harder at the moment to gauge what's coming in too quick, what's not. So until you get used to the stations and where they are, you tend to start to find where your braking point is way too early. Time improves that. Obviously, you start to become over complacent. That'll do. Actually, I'll do those overheads while we're here. Okay. Looks good to me. All looks nice. So obviously I have to call that button again. Keeping well with time. Yeah, she gets up to speed quite quick, must admit. So, but again, I think because of the licky hill and the gradient on it, they had to have quite a high powered unit to deal with that. There you go, I went to go to 0, it went to 1. Hopefully it'll work against itself here with the incline. $500, that'll do. Very quick on the low passenger side of it. So. Looks quite an empty station. Where are we exactly? Actually didn't check where we were. On main board, there we go. Erdington. Erdington.
For your safety and comfort, this station operates a no smoking.
Get down here and see the train coming away. Let's get those doors shut. Looks like we're not very far to the Chester Road platform. Chester Road. Okay, we can't have that many left, surely. Oh, no, 1, 2, 3 more stops. So, Wild Green, Sutton Coldfield and Four Oaks. I'm sure over time I should be flying in here and braking late as possible. Just being really cautious on the first few goes. Yeah, that slipped into 3 too easy. Yeah, I didn't want you to jump in there, Zero. Sort of trying to gauge where the 500 mark is at the minute. It's thereabouts, but Sutton Coldfield. Driven past it a lot, but never actually visited. That's a big run downhill, that one. Just, so I mean, you try to gauge the brake you want, and then it does its own thing. No, I didn't. Keep slipping into the brake, stupid thing. It'll take some getting used to those gears. Trying to nudge it nicely onto a decent stop, and then you just hit the notch brake and then poof. So final platform coming up, 1.1 mile away. Like I say, I do enjoy the route itself. Is pretty much keeps you busy. It's nice, I enjoy it. I think the scenery is really good as well, so it's a nippy little train. It's going to take a little while to get myself used to it, I think. I guess it's like when you buy a new car, it takes you a little while, it takes you a couple of weeks to get used to it. So it'll be the same for this. Okay, so we've got a red before the station. Switching rail. Well, this time you will coast.
Ticket checks are in operation at this station. Please have your ticket available for inspection.
There we go. So that's service complete. Hope you enjoyed that. That was quite nice. I do like this route. Like I say, it ranks up there in one of the top ones they've done so far. If asked, I would recommend it. I would buy it, although price-wise, never good. But you can't have it all. But I would say it's probably worth it. But you'd have to be a little bit careful, I think, in future, looking at each route that came out. You'd have to really look into it. It's like the Cathcart Circle. I bought that one, and I'm glad I didn't pay 30 quid for it because I wouldn't have been happy. Because there's some routes are just not for you. Some routes you just don't get on with. Don't generally have any interest in. You end up buying it for 30 quid. It's a waste of money. So you could have spent that 30 quid on something else. So I strongly suggest that before spending out that kind of money, I'd go off and review, see how someone else has found it. Get YouTube's great for that. Just go and look up Transcend World 3 reviews, and they'll be on there. This one, I give it a good strong 10. So it pains me to say I'd buy it. Yeah, 30 quid's just the issue. I think they're sort of going to overprice themselves eventually. Happened in the mobile phone business, the likes of Apple and that. What they're seeing now, this cost of living thing, massive sales drops purely because they're just too expensive, and everybody thinks no, it's not worth it. Might as well go and get something cheaper. And the same with this, people will just go off and get cheaper hobbies, and that's what people do. People are people. So, but on that note, I hope you enjoy. It's been fun. It's been a great route. I do love it. I guess I'll be playing this one for quite some time. So all that's left for me to say is thank you for your time. Stay safe and see you soon. Goodbye.